This video is about getting started with personal planning through the Nidus website at nidus.ca. My name is Joanne Taylor. I'm the Executive Director and Registrar of Nidus. Nidus is a BC-wide, non-profit charitable organization established by other community groups. Those groups were involved in a grassroots law reform that included partnering with the provincial government to create new planning legislation, the Representation Agreement Act, and legislation for healthcare consent. Nidus also operates the Personal Planning Registry Service to help communicate important information and documents about personal planning. Our name Nidus is Latin for nest, a symbol of support and safety. We have to talk about the concept of personal planning and the context in order to understand how the website is organized. On this chart, you'll see that there's a heading for estate planning, which is about making arrangements for after death. But we want to put the spotlight on personal planning, making arrangements for while you are alive, in case of incapacity, for end of life, and other support needs. You'll see there are 4 headings or containers under personal planning. Those represent the 4 life areas: health, personal, legal, and financial. Because of the law reform, we have 2 paths for personal planning in British Columbia. We have the future path, the traditional path, for adults who understand the nature and effect of their planning documents at the time they are making them. We also have the Need Help Today path for adults whose capability to understand nature and effect is in question at the time of making their legal planning documents. This path may apply to adults with a disability from birth or childhood. It may apply to adults whose dementia has progressed or who've just had a serious stroke. How do you get started? Well, we have 2 examples for the future path. Gwen was undergoing surgery and wanted to get her affairs in order. John's spouse died and he wanted to update his planning documents. People on the future path go to the Nidus website and the home page and click on the middle photo or heading to find information and links to legal documents. You may be helping an adult who's on the Need Help Today path. For example, Francis and Drew had a disability from birth. Their capability to understand the nature and effect of documents or contracts was in question. If you're helping an adult who has a disability from birth or childhood, at the Nidus website homepage, you click on the first photo or heading. Perhaps you're helping an adult like Mary, who's on the Need Help Today path. She needed to make a new enduring power of attorney, but was not considered capable to make it. She also needed to cover health and personal care matters. What can she do? In Doris's case, she made an enduring power of attorney when she was considered capable of understanding nature and effect, and it was still good, but she had nothing in place for health and personal care. And her dementia had progressed. She needed help making healthcare decisions, and she would need help to consent to facility care placement. What can Mary and Doris do at this stage? If you're helping someone in those situations, you would click the 3rd photo or heading at the Nidus website homepage. Nidus has lots of information on the website. Let's have a look. Here we are at the home page. at the nidus website, and you see the photos and headings that we spoke about. There's also a blue menu bar at the top, and it starts at home. And if you hover, put your cursor at home, you'll see that there's other items under that section that you can read more about the organization and the history of the legislation. If we move over to information, you'll see there's a number of topics. The first option is to click types of planning, and that will give you an overview explanation of the concept of personal planning, the two paths with charts to show you different legal documents for those paths. And then you'll see there's various topics specific to documents or issues related to personal planning. And when you hover on those headings, you'll see that there's a menu to the side that has fact sheets, and the most important page in that section will be something that says more resources. So be sure to click on that to find additional information and links. Under the Get Help tab in the menu bar, you will want to check out the presentation page. Nidus does regular webinars each month, but we'll also list special topics, or if we're going to be in a community to do in-person presentations, they'll be listed there. And there's also our video page that lists the various videos that you can watch about personal planning. The My Documents section, very important section, because personal planning is a process, and making your documents is only one part of the process. So there's other headings and topics to explain other aspects of the process, and you want to be sure to let people you know who you've named in your documents that they can come here to find information about how to use the documents when that time comes. Under the news heading, we have our newsletters and also personal stories. You can read about people's experiences with personal planning, aspects of personal planning. And then the registry tab, I'm going to click on that, will take you to a page that has more information about the registry service and fact sheets and other screenshots and things that to show you what you'll see when you go to the registry. And in the right sidebar at the top, there's an icon and a link to the online registry. And if you click on that, you'll come to the separate website for the registry, a secure website that when you're ready to get started with registering, you'll probably be starting at Create Your Account, then you'll know where to go. And you'll see that this page opened in a separate tab, and the regular Nidus website is still open, and I'm going to click on that tab and take us back, and I'm going to click on the home page because there's a couple of more things that I want to show you on the Nidus website. In the right sidebar at the Nidus website, at the top is where you could sign up for the newsletter. And this is an emerging dynamic area of law, and it is evolving. So this is a way that you can keep up to date by signing up for the newsletter. And if you use Gmail as your email address, the newsletter will go automatically into your promotions folder. So do check for that. If you would like personal help with your planning, or you have questions you're having to use the documents, then this is a place you can get personal help by booking an appointment and talking to Nidus staff. We do in-person appointments and phone appointments, and you book it online. Ask Joanne is another section where we can answer specific questions that we hear at presentations or that people ask in the webinars. And we also will tackle current topics to bring you up-to-date, accurate information. So if you come to this site, another important feature is in the top right sidebar where you could select a category if there's something in particular that you would like to know more about, and you'll get a list of the different questions and posts that we've done. You can also use the search bar at the top of the website above the blue menu bar, and if there's an issue or a topic that you're interested in, you could type that into the search bar and press enter and see what comes up for that particular term. I'm not going to do that, but I show you where it is. I'm going to click on the home page again and take us back to the website and the home page, and you'll see if I scroll down a bit, there's a heading called highlights, and under that is what's new. If you click on that link, we'll post new resources, alerts, our latest newsletter. It changes, so that's a good thing to check if you're just popping into the website. And in the footer, we have links for social media and another place that you can see the videos by clicking on the YouTube icon in the footer. And we are a charitable organization and can issue receipts for income tax purposes. So if you can make a donation to help yourself and others, we would appreciate it. Click on the Donate Now tab. So I hope this has been a good introduction to the website. You know how to get started if you want to make your documents or you're helping someone else, and you know where to find more information and resources through the tabs in the blue menu bar. Please come and visit the website. You can't hurt anything by clicking, and we'll hope that you'll also watch other videos. Thanks for joining us.